Well, let's check out today's new project. We're getting started on a pretty good sized little project. This is actually a pond dam breaching job. So pretty much I'll sum this up real quick. There's the pond back up there, pond dam. This was a very old pond. It busted, I think, during a hurricane, and he hired somebody else to come back rebuild the pond dam. Long story short, it didn't work out very well, wasn't done right, and the state kind of got involved and classified it as like a high hazard dam. So if it does bust, it's going to wash out the state road down here, and I don't know. Regardless, long story short, I think it's a sore subject. We're contracted to come in here and actually bust this dam and get rid of the pond. So this is what I've got to do. Here is the pond dam. This is the road we're sitting in right here. What I've got to do, I've got the brush cutter on the machine. I've got to mow this entire area right here, our work area. We're going to, this area right here is where the pond dam is going to be breached. 60 feet wide, 15 feet deep. Take all that dirt out, haul it over here. Stockpile area, which will be in this field right here, is where all the dirt's going to go. So pretty much what I've got to do is build a construction entrance in from the main road up to here, mow all this. That's what I'm going to do today, mow all this so we can get silt fence out here just from the tree line up to the pond. This will be the stockpile area where all the dirt will go, and I'll walk up here. It's so thick that it's gonna be, I'm not gonna walk out there, but I can show you once I get it mowed kind of what's going on. It's kind of some sketchy stuff at the other end of this pond, but it's actually full. The riser was broke off. There's a 10-inch pipe in there and it was draining down, but I think the beavers have got it plugged up. It's a very old pond from what I've heard, but I don't know what the deal is, but they want it to go bye-bye now. So I gotta mow all this down and put in a siphon, start draining it down. But once I get all this mowed, I can show you the other end down there and kind of explain what's going on a little bit better. So let me get unloaded and go ahead and mow all this little stuff down so we can see what I got to work with. pipe is. Just trying to cut what I can with the skid steer. It's a lot quicker, and then go back and get the mini and be able to do the slopes down. I've got majority of it from the back, but I'm gonna kind of get everything I can with the skid steer. Like I said, it cuts a lot faster, and then just kind of come back with the mini and clean up the edges. So I got everything mowed down pretty good with the skid steer. There's a big yellow jacket's nest down there, so I'm not going to walk down there, but I got that field mowed down and got what I could up here. Dam's kind of narrow and sketchy. That's one thing that I try to do when I build a pond, is make sure that you can mow the backside of the pond dam, you know, get a good slope on it like that so you can go up and down it. That's almost vertical right there, and just no forethought and maintenance after they built the pond. And something's going on right there. See how wet it is? Something's leaking. But it's a shame. It's a pretty little pond. It's probably 4 acres, I would say. But I'm gonna come back and go back and get the mini, come down here and hit these edges, get all this mowed down. It's just trying to reach over there with the skid steers. Just kind of sketchy. I can sit right up here with the mini and reach down, but that's where the pipe goes through. I'll show you something down there I found on the way back, but I'm going to show you the sketchiest part of this. I've seen some sketchy stuff, but this is on the list right here. So there's it's an 8 or 10 inch PVC pipe for the overflow right there. It's clogged up. But let me show you what they have over here as the emergency runaround. So instead of just doing a nice spillway or putting in an adequate overflow, oh, just wait. I saw this the day they put it in or got finished with it. I'm like, oh my God. So over here they have, I don't know how many pipes, but here's one right here, and I think there's another one right here. Let's just walk down here and take a look at it. Instead of just a nice little spillway, they put in pipes, and they just like dump out like 12 or 15 feet off the ground. I mean, who thought that would be a good idea? There's supposed to be 3 of them. Oh, I see the third one over there. Those are 42 inch pipes, at least 36. It's hard to say from right here. Now, who thought that would be a good idea for that to just gush out and blast a giant hole out behind the pond dam? I don't know. I've seen some screwed up stuff, but that one tops it right there. So I'm walking down here to where the overflow is. That was nice to hit with the mower. I guess this is the valve. I wonder if it's closed. Might be able to open that up. I might have to come down here and dig around that. Bring the mini and dig around that. I might be able to open that up and drain it. Well, I was going to put in a siphon. I don't know if that's open or closed though. Curious now. I'm gonna bring the mini. I might bring the bucket and come down here and dig around that where I don't have a fitting to one of the T-handles for a valve, but I can dig around that and put an adjustable wrench on it. Just happened to see. It's kind of wet back here, and they took all the mess and just threw it back here in the woods. I guess this was the old galvanized pipe that went through it. Just smashed it up and chunked it back here in the woods. As you can see, it was pretty well rusted out. Wet back here too. I was afraid I was going to get stuck back in here. That wouldn't have been good. Alright, well, let me go get the Mini, come back and finish mowing the slopes there and see what I can do about this valve. Well, I got my workout this morning. I decided I'd just shovel around it. Luckily, compaction was not on their priority list, so I was able to easily dig around that. I'm going to put the pipe wrench on that and see if that'll open. I think it is opened. Doggone it. It was opened. Well, that'll damper the situation. Thought I was gonna get lucky. Alright, I got the Mini with the weed whacker. So like I said before, I use the skid steer to do the bulk of everything. As you can tell, it's pretty quick and efficient. You just can't do slopes too good. Going down to the pond and the backside of the dam when it was too steep to go up it. So I can sit right up top and run down there and finish chopping that stuff down with this. And I'm going to actually go ahead and put a siphon in and just let it do what it's going to do. that's as good as that's going to get. I was just trying to knock all the tall stuff down just so we could see the job a little bit better and get our erosion control in. We got to do silt fence all the way down and around, and heck, they even wanted it out in the pond, but the valve is open, but the beavers have got the pipe clogged up. I was going to mow a little bit more, but I got a blade coming loose, and I have tried tightening it up, and it just, I can't get the doggone pipe wrench to stay on it and reach around here at the same time and try to tighten it. There's a little access hole right here that you can put the socket through, but I just can't keep it put, and it's not too long from flying off, so I don't want that flying off and possibly hitting me or going out and across to the road or whatever. So just gonna call that good. Go ahead and put the siphon in, and this job will be good to go for today. All right, so I got the siphon put in. The heat index today is like 106, and it is hot. I do have a breeze up here on top of the pond dam though, but I got soaking wet trying to put that thing together on that slope. It's hard to walk up and down that. So it'll probably be about a month before we get back here. Got to finish up another project with the 250 and the haul truck, that pond that we started last year, and got to get silt fence all the way from the light pole all the way up that side and all the way down and around and everything. So this 4-inch will keep up with if we don't get big rains like we did last night. We'll keep up with the flow that comes in here and slowly start pulling it back down. As you can tell by the trees, the pond is higher than it normally is. We did get a bunch of rain. We'll get it down, come back over here with a mini and try to dig around and find that drain valve pipe down there, and get that unclogged so that that's an 8-inch pipe that'll just stay open and keep everything drained down. And once all the erosion control is put in place, the breach will go probably about right here. I'm standing about the center of it right here. It'll be a 60-foot wide ditch at the top, 20 foot at the bottom, and it'll go right straight into the woods. And we'll put rock in there, and that'll be pretty much the new creek channel into the old creek channel down there.